channel. Today's video is going to be on how I fill in my sparse eyebrow. I used to have this bad habit of over plucking my eyebrows because what I would do is I would take out my contacts at night and then I could see up like details. If you guys wear contacts, if you're nearsighted, then you'll understand what I mean. That sometimes when you remove your contacts, you can actually see like up close detail much better. So I would start plucking my eyebrows without any contacts in and get like really close to the mirror, and then all of a sudden I'd take a step back and be like, okay, I basically have no more eyebrows. So I recently made this mistake a couple nights ago, and as you'll see from like the before shot, they're super duper sparse, and yeah, they're gonna grow back in, but like they're ridiculously sparse right now. It's my own fault. So instead of panicking, I'm gonna show you guys how to fill them in. Obviously it's not gonna look super duper natural. It does from far away look natural. Obviously if someone's up close to you, they'll be able to tell you fill them in, but you know what, it's makeup, it's the beauty of makeup. I don't really care if it looks like I'm wearing any, but I wanted to show you guys how to fill in your sparse eyebrows without going too crazy with them. So if you'd like to see how to do that, then please keep on watching. And before you continue on in this video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to follow me on Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram. I love you guys. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. Hope you're all having a beautiful day, and I'll see you soon. And as you can see, this is the before. I grossly overplucked my arches, but we will fill them in no problem. So here I'm just showing you what I use. This is Dip Brow by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and also the brow definer, both in the color medium brown. I also use some type of concealer to clean everything up, as you'll see. I'm using this MAC 266 angled brush and just figuring out where I want my arch to be. And I've decided to move it over a little bit more towards the temple area. So what I'm gonna do is just draw kind of a straight line underneath that super high arch that I've created, and just start drawing small little strokes. You don't have to be incredibly precise with this, and that is the beauty of concealer. So I'm going to show you, I'm going to try to make it a little precise, but then it does get a little sloppy because I want to show you how easy it is to clean everything up. So I'm just going to draw a straight line on the bottom all the way across, kind of curved, not as arched as it is naturally because I don't like my brows super arched. And then I will do the same thing on top. There's really no point in combing my hairs up or down because they are so sparse right now. Then I will just take that same dip brow and fill in the arch right there. As you can see, I leave the front not filled in except for the line on top and the line on the bottom, and you'll see how I fill that in. As you can see, my brows are naturally pretty far away from each other, so you want the center of your brow, like that middle portion right there that I'm pointing to be down, if you draw a straight line, into the center of your nostril. So I'm just going back in, building up this arch a little bit. As you can see, I'm just really taking my time, working pretty slowly since my brows are so sparse. Then what I'm going to do is to fill in that front part, I'm going to take the spoolie end of my brow definer and I'm just going to wiggle it up and down, comb through that product through the front, and brush that product towards my nose. It's almost like you're giving yourself a unibrow. We will clean it up with concealer, but get those brows faded in towards your nose if you want this to look more natural and not as harsh. After I've brushed through everything, I did brush some of the product away and made it sparse again. So I'm just going to take more of the pomade, and also at some points I will take a little bit of a powder brow product. The one that I use is by NYX. And then I'm going to move on to the next brow. So I don't set my brows until I'm completely done with my makeup because I will sometimes get face powder in them when I'm doing my makeup and then they'll just turn white. So here I'm showing you that you can be kind of sloppy when you're doing this. So I'm just going to draw a straight line again. And if you have hooded eyes like I do, sometimes it's difficult to draw a really straight line there. And then I'm just going to take that spoolie to fill in the front section and continuing to build up the arch however high or low I want it that day. The thickness of my brows really depends on what type of eye look I'm doing. For every day, I usually keep them pretty much on the thinner side. So now I'm just taking concealer. This is on a flat brush that is actually from a Naked palette, and what I'm doing is just carving out my brows. Really take your time doing this.
You can always go back in and add more if you want to. That's why I don't set them yet. I really just want to play with them, see how much I want on there, and when I'm done with my eye look, sometimes I fill them in more or sometimes I take away more, because it's not until I've done my eyes that I really know how thick I want my brows. So now I'm just carving them out above. So I'm just kind of drawing a line along that line and just blending in that concealer and just trying to really clean this up, but I don't want it to look too precise, so after I clean it up with the concealer, I will go back in with the spoolie just to make it look more like brow hairs versus drawn on eyebrows. And this is the part I struggle with, making them even. So just take your time, try to make them as even as possible, and once you're done with this step, you are finished filling in your brows. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you, and I hope you're all having a beautiful day. I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.